Oh my God, I have been meaning to touch base with you for so long. It's been over a year since I moved back home. The prodigal daughter returns. Wanted to surprise my mom. Surprise was on me. My mom inherited a ton of money from an old friend. Turns out that friend was my dad, William Walker. This is huge news to me and to William Walker's wife of 40 years and their 5 children. My mom carried on an affair with William for decades, and no one knew about it. The upshot is I suddenly had a really big family. One of the Walkers reached out to me, Justin. He's the youngest. He didn't blame me for the affair. He just really wanted to get to know me. Justin is amazing, but he's been through a ton.
I'm a vet. I was in Afghanistan.
And after he returned home, he started using drugs and almost OD'd. But he got clean, and the army called him back to Iraq, where he was wounded in action, and he ended up getting addicted to his pain meds. We had to have an intervention. It was ugly and painful, but it ended up bringing me closer to my new siblings and Nora.
Hey, this is Rebecca, Mom.
Nora is William Walker's wife. I mean, you'd think she'd want me off the face of the earth. She hated my mother for obvious reasons, but she never took it out on me. She even invited me to move in with her.
You're welcome here, your family.
In certain ways, she's become a second mom to me. And what's great is now she and my mom are kind of in a good place. They're actually able to be in the same room with each other without throwing food. That's a long story. I'll save it for another time. Now, Nora is seeing this great guy.
You are totally into him.
Into him? Ooh, that's like high school.
Who works for her son-in-law, Robert McAllister. Yes, that Robert McAllister, the senator running for president. And Kitty, Nora's second child, works for her husband. She was a political pundit on the radio and TV. She interviewed Robert, and he hired her to work for his presidential campaign. Sounds like a fairy tale, but they've actually been through a lot. Last winter, they finally made it to the altar.
Will you be my husband?
Yes.
And I was a bridesmaid. The first time I actually felt kind of close to my sisters. And speaking of sisters, there's Sarah, the oldest. She and I, we started off on the wrong foot. She has 2 beautiful kids and had a husband. Sarah was the one who told me about my dad to get back at my mom. And I was so angry about the entire situation, I took it out on her by hitting on her husband, Joe. I know, it was so stupid. They ended up getting divorced. I never thought that Sarah and I would be able to move past it, but now we're actually kind of close. And now she's happily dating this guy.
You might want to take this.
Tommy is the 3rd oldest. He's in business with my mom. They open up a winery together, which is perfect for the Walkers since they do love their wine.
Justin.
And I'm the one in rehab.
Tommy's a good guy. He's been through a lot too, though. I mean, he lost his newborn son. Julia, his wife, was so devastated she left him and took their baby daughter with her. He was so sad and lonely that he cheated on Julia with his office manager, Lena.
Weren't you wearing that yesterday?
Who was also my friend. That is, till she dated 2 of my brothers. But just when it seemed like it couldn't get more complicated, turns out Julia also cheated on Tommy.
What is the matter with you 2?
So you'd think this marriage would be done for, but they really love each other, and they're working it out. And then there's Kevin, the middle brother. He's a brilliant civil attorney at a big firm. He's also a skeptic. First time I met him, he tried to yank a hair out of my head. Ow! To test my DNA. And being that skeptical, commitment isn't exactly easy for him. The past few years, he's dated an aspiring chef, a closeted TV soap star, and a minister. But anyways, he's back as a chef, and they seem really happy.
I'll see you when you get home. Okay.
As long as he doesn't try to yank my hair out again, you're good. Anyhow, I'm living with my mom again, and we're getting along better than we ever have. She's dating an old boyfriend, and her business is successful, and all is well. Anyway, that's the short version of this past year. These days we're all getting along. Things are good. But, that could change any minute.
Start at the beginning with Season 1 available on DVD.
Shall we make our entrance?
Start anytime and catch up with episodes now playing on abc.com.
Cheers.
And start fresh with all new episodes of Brothers and Sisters on Sunday, April 20th at 10/9 Central on ABC.